Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here with Antonelli Softball. So today we're looking at a ready position as an infielder. We're going to look at Kentucky right here. This is a great view, and I'm going to play it here in a second. It's a great view of the Kentucky infield defense, and watch how they are all in sync. All right, let me show it again real quick. Watch them as they prepare to move. Okay, so look at this. Look at how they are all completely in sync. They almost all leave the ground right at the same time, and they almost all land on the ground at the exact same time. You can see it's pretty crazy. Now, I want to talk about a couple of different things because I think there's some misconceptions when it comes to ready position, okay? The first thing is this is hugely important when it comes to getting jumps on the ball, especially as you move up in levels, right? The ball starts to be hit harder, the speed of the game increases, and so every split second counts. And so you have to be ready to move every single pitch of the game. This is one thing that younger players struggle with. Some of them can get ready to move for 10 pitches a game or 20 pitches a game, but can you get ready to move on every pitch of the game? You never know when that ball is going to be hit to you. You need to be prepared to move every single time because, again, you don't know that one time that all of a sudden you kind of take a pitch off and that's the ball that's hit at you that you just can't get to, or you just barely get your glove on and it deflects off your glove, and it could have been an out. If you were ready to move, you would have had a better jump. Okay, so it's really important. It's not just a physical thing, it's a mental thing. Can you continue to stay locked in one pitch at a time every single pitch of the game? Really work on that as a defender. The second thing, let's watch their position of their body. So what we talk to our fielders about are a couple things. One, we don't have our gloves out ready to field. We're not down in a fielding position. That's something I see a lot of young players do. Now, as corner infielders, you're going to be a little bit lower. Middle infielders are going to be a little bit higher. Okay, so middle infielders are going to have more range. They're going to have to run more, and so they're a little bit higher. Again, corner infielders are usually more of a step and a dive, so you can get a little bit lower to the ground. But notice as they come down here, notice how none of their gloves are on the ground. What I see a lot at younger levels is I'll see the infielder down with their glove open and out. Very rarely is the ball going to be hit right to you. That way you don't even move, you just keep your glove down. Pretty much every position you play, you're going to have to move left, right, in, or back. So why get into a fielding position if I'm going to have to come up out of that fielding position and then run? Okay. Second thing is we talk about thumbs up position. Now I know it's a little bit hard to see here, but you want to think that your thumbs are up. Again, not out with your glove, because we want to get into a running position. Thumbs up so that when the ball's hit, I can run, right? So if you look at the shortstop here, I know it's a little bit far away, but you can see how she starts to cross over to run. Now the ball is hit way over here, so she doesn't have to really run anywhere, but notice the position. She's in a running position, so she can just run with her hands in that thumbs up position. That's how you would run. You wouldn't run with your glove out in front of you. You definitely wouldn't run by starting with your glove down on the ground, okay? Last thing is, notice the timing of the feet. So they all have a small little hop, right? And so they all go hop, right? So it's hop 2 feet at the same time. Their feet are square. This helps make sure that you're square and you can go left or right or in or back. You can go every direction just as well, right? So sometimes players that walk into it that don't hop, they might have their left foot in front of their right or their right foot in front of their left, and now they can cross over one way better than the other. Okay, so be square. And notice also how they're reading the ball as they're coming down into the ground, right? They're reading as they come down into the ground. Now, when I was younger, I was taught to have both feet on the ground ready to move when the ball was hit. But it's taught differently now. Now it's taught, or I believe it should be taught, and they've done studies on this, to where I want to read the ball as I'm coming down so that when I make my decision, right, so I'm reading it as I'm coming down, then my brain says, go this way. Now my right foot will drive. So my right foot actually will come down a little bit before my left foot does, and I drive off my right foot now. You can actually see here. So if we watch all the fielders, they all do it pretty well, except this second baseman comes down. So let's watch what she does. She comes down on 2 feet, right? So she comes down a little bit earlier, and now she takes this step where she comes down on 2 feet. Then she pushes her right foot out here. Then she goes to her left. So if she was a smidge bit later coming down, she would have read this ball, right? So she almost lands right when the ball's hit. She needs to be coming down as the ball is being hit. She's then coming down. She reads it. She drives off her right foot. And that's the quickest way to get your body to, boom, move quickly, right? I don't, like, I'm trying to take the slack out of my muscle so that when I land, I'm explosive. I don't want to land, come completely flat-footed. Then I've got to take the slack out of my muscles and move. That takes too long. Think of a tennis player. So I think basically where this has been adopted by is tennis players. Watch tennis players return serves. They don't get on the ground and read the ball on the ground. They will hop or split their feet. They'll read the ball as they're coming down, and then they go left or right. All right, but they don't land and then read the ball and then go. And in tennis, you've got players serving the ball over 100 miles an hour at you, right? So you have to be extremely quick in that sport, and you're constantly doing it. So go watch it. I've watched a bunch of tennis players. I think it's a great way to look at it, and you can use that in softball. That's essentially what you should be doing as an infielder. All right, so I just thought it was a cool shot, cool video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, share with all your friends, all that good stuff, and we will talk to you later.